Welcome to the Luminousz Star channel. Today's video, Male Malignant Narcissists. All of you who are current subscribers, thank you guys and gals so much for your subscription. And I also want to thank you for keeping me passionate about keeping the Luminousz Star channel active, of which is growing every day. So congrats to us, and also kudos for all of you who are sharing your stories. Everyone who's visiting for the first time, welcome to Luminousz Star. Down below in the description box, you will find more details to today's video. Please don't forget to like and or share today's video. First topic, signs of male malignant narcissists. Second topic, sociopath or psychopath. Third topic, sexual dysfunction or sexual perversion. Last but not least, the tools, references, and resources of which you will find in the description box below. I want to thank everybody in advance for your time. First point, narcissistic personality disorder is a personality disorder which is a symptom of a cluster B personality. However, if this very fixed and complex personality disorder is combined with either a sociopath and or psychopathic traits, this can make having relationships nearly impossible. Signs of antisocial behavior tends to show up during adolescence, while narcissistic personality traits are usually detected in early adulthood. There are some male malignant narcissists who will show signs of either being a sociopath or they will show signs of being a psychopath. Okay, so this can be a very dangerous combination when you have the sociopath and the narcissistic personality, or you have the psychopath and the narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, so these can be either way. It's going to spell out not really being able to have a healthy relationship. It's already tough enough to have a relationship with those who have a cluster B personality, but when you're talking about a narcissistic personality in conjunction with a antisocial behavior, okay, then this is really going to make it very, very tough to have a relationship at all with this type of individual. Let's move forward. Signs of male malignant narcissists: sadists, lack of empathy, grandiosity, strong sense of entitlement, projection, egotistical, and paranoid. So just looking at this list here, we can see why some male malignant narcissists do have a combination of either being a sociopath or a psychopath. Okay, but again, either way you look at it, when this is combined with, when that type of antisocial behavior is combined with the personality disorder of a cluster B, yeah, you're pretty much looking at a person who can be very irrational. Therefore, there's really not a very good chance of there being a healthy relationship. Next point. A psychopath is one with antisocial behavior and who lacks a consciousness, while the sociopath has a sense of right and wrong, but tends to do and or say things to hurt others, regardless of feelings of guilt and or remorse. Male malignant narcissists can often display one of these traits. Most male malignant narcissists can be very charming while mastering the art of seduction with a bit of sadism. Okay, so if you, just really combining all of these traits together with the personality disorder of a cluster B spells disaster in my book. Okay, it's going to nearly be impossible to have any type of decent relationship with the male malignant narcissist. And if you're talking about a romantic situation, yeah, these types usually don't make for good partners. And the only thing we have to do is do the research and compare it to our own personal experiences. Now, everyone doesn't have their own personal experiences. However, we can do the research. Life tends to be the best teacher, though. So the male malignant narcissist can be quite the charmer and the one who's very seductive. And on the other hand, okay, when that mask slips off, you may see another side of him. that is not so nice, not so pleasant, not so appealing. This is when he may tend to be the sadist. All right, let's move forward. As long as his words and or deeds render his false self-image survival, he receives narcissistic supply. Male malignant narcissists often see narcissistic supply or targeted prey as objects and property to be idealized, devalued, and finally discarded. Due to a lack of foresight, male malignant narcissists do not contemplate any of his wrongdoing, learn from mistakes, nor do they apologize for hurting others. He can be quite the seducer as well as one who may be a sadist. So he may tend to be a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type. But as long as all of this renders his narcissistic supply, he does not have any remorse, because none of this will be a direct threat to his false self-image. As long as he is doing things and saying things to hurt others, it gives him the narcissistic supply that also ensures that his false self-image absolutely thrives. The male malignant narcissist is usually all about the image. So as long as his false self-image is thriving and surviving, he cares not who he hurts along the way. If he is one who is a sociopath, he has a sense of right and wrong, but he does these things for narcissistic supply anyway, such as a diabolical tactic or pulling shenanigans. Many male malignant narcissists, while engaged in the diabolical tactics for narcissistic supply, many of them, yes, they have a sense of right and wrong, but they engage in this type of activity anyway because his aim is to ensure the survival of his false self-image. The other aim is to make sure that he gains the narcissistic supply, which of course is a vicious cycle of his devaluation and discarding others. First he will idealize, then he will devalue, and then finally he will discard. That is the vicious cycle that helps him to make sure that his narcissistic supply is plentiful, and on the other hand, ensuring his false self-image is thriving and surviving. So while all of this is going on, the narcissist cares not about who he hurts. And as I stated before, his sense of right and wrong, if he is a sociopath, is there, but he does this anyway. Now, if he is a psychopath, no, he doesn't have a real sense of right and wrong. And he will still engage in the diabolical tactics with even less remorse and or empathy. Let's move on. The possibility to begin the vicious cycle is there until or unless those who have been hurt by him go no contact for good. The male malignant narcissist is only loyal to his false self-image, even if he professes love for others. The male malignant narcissist will profess his love for others from time to time, only if it gets him the narcissistic supply he wants. He's not going to profess love for others just to profess it, because the male malignant narcissist does not love anyone. He's loyal to his false self-image. And on that note, he's not even loyal to others, even if he professes to be loyal to others. The truth of the matter is, the male malignant narcissist, due to a lack of empathy and his predatory nature, is loyal to the false self-image and the survival of the false self-image, as well as obtaining the narcissistic supply by any means necessary. The vicious cycle will continue, and it will repeat as long as the targeted prey, or those who supply him, or those who have been hurt by him, will continue to comply to him and the shenanigans and all of the diabolical tactics. In other words, they're co-signing. The moment that these individuals who have been hurt and used and abused by the narcissist goes no contact, this changes. The vicious cycle will end. It takes others who have been hurt by the male malignant narcissist to take that stand and say, you know what, enough is enough. And this does not have to be a romantic situation. This can be a family situation. This can be a business partnership, whatever the relationship may be. The male malignant narcissist, again, will not be done with the relationship until others are done with him. Okay, let's move on. Malignant male narcissists may choose to watch pornography, study the mating practices of insects and animals, while pressuring his partners for sex, only to avoid their advances of affection. Most malignant narcissists like the idea of perverting what others find to be sacred. Due to possible addiction to drugs and or alcohol, some malignant male narcissists may suffer sexual dysfunction. Male malignant narcissists usually objectify, or they see their partners as objects, as property to be used, discarded. Okay, they will idealize their partners. They usually will idealize their partners, then they will devalue them only to discard them. This vicious cycle can continue or start up again. It takes the other person to put the brakes on. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but it usually works out that way because the male malignant narcissist does not take responsibility for their actions. Most malignant narcissists like the idea of perverting what others find sacred. This does not exclude the male malignant narcissist. So this is one of the things that you will find with a lot of male malignant narcissists, and that is making threats of bringing harm or perverting what others find sacred. A lot of us find our pets sacred. Do we not? Yeah, a lot of us do. A lot of male narcissists sometimes watch those nature channels. It's almost as if they're very interested in the predatory practices of insects and animals. It's almost like they're taking notes so they can apply this to their partners. They can practice that just like when they watch pornography, they can try different things and practice this on their partners. And all of this is for the narcissist to supply the fuel and the control. Some male malignant narcissists may prefer opting out of intimate romantic relationships by using pornography instead in order to escape an overwhelming feeling of shame, inadequacy, and low self-esteem. Tool number 1, take steps to get support. Isolation is not going to help you thrive forward past narcissistic abuse. Tool number 2, come out of your comfort zone and make new memories with others, which will place you in situations to meet suitable romantic partners. You have more options than you think. Remember that your life has purpose. The experience of the dysfunctional romantic relationship you had is not your identity. Internalizing a bad romance can limit your vision to a suitable partner. Right after the male malignant narcissist is no longer in your life, that's one of the first statements that can more than likely help. And that is by stating that your life has purpose, because it does. Unfortunately, sometimes we put a lot into the relationship with the male malignant narcissist. Therefore, we think after they're gone, our lives has ended. I understand that. However, that experience is not your identity. It was an experience. It was not and is not your identity. Especially us females, what we tend to do is we internalize, okay? We internalize a lot of stuff. So I want to go ahead and encourage, especially my stars, please don't internalize this because it is not going to help. It may feel good to feel so bad sometime, and it may even feel familiar, if not comfortable. I want to encourage my stars especially not to isolate, not to remain in the sunken place. And remember, your life has purpose. Okay? Get out there. Start doing things that you like. Put it in your mind and your heart that you're going to have fun. This is not really about you going out and just getting somebody else and becoming romantically involved with. No, this is about falling in love with yourself for a change and having fun while you're doing it. And you never know. You may attract somebody that's much more suitable for you than the male malignant narcissist ever was. Here are the references and resources. Please take a little bit of time out and go through the references and resources. And on that note, I wish all of my stars the very best love possible. Hi, I'm Luminousz Star. I want to thank everyone for joining me today or tonight. And of course, wherever you are right now, I wish you the very best love possible. Everyone who's decided to join the Luminousz Star family, welcome to Luminousz Star. And please don't forget to select the notification bell. That way, all the videos that come out, you'll be the first to know. On that note, just a friendly reminder, every Sunday and every Thursday, there are new videos that are coming out. So I want to thank everyone, my stars especially. Thank you guys and gals so much. And stay tuned for more vlogs and stay tuned for more videos.